Hello everyone, and this is the 10th video for our application house events for ASP.NET MVC. And I am preparing this video for our group ASP.NET MVC Code First. So if you remember in the previous video number 9, we did some code refactoring and optimization. And today we will introduce server-side validation for our project. In the meantime, there was a change in the project structure because I was also working on some proof of concepts for some other tasks, and that's why you might notice some changes in the structure. So there are two more projects. One is the C# class library project in our solution. This is house events start common, and the second one is the house events start messages queue. Currently, we will not be dealing with what is inside these projects and the components inside these projects. So that's why I have, for example, but later at some stage we will come there and we'll check those options, and we will talk about it, that why we need these ones. And if you notice here that here I have one region and I have committed all the code, and because this is not the part of our create method for our currently created web application, so just ignore this one, and rest is everything is same as it is what we had in our previous video. So let's start with the server-side validation, and then we will talk about next in later videos about the custom validations and client-side validation, of course. So in order to start with the server-side validation, first of all, this is our event form view model, and let's go there. Here I have bunch of properties, and I will put the required attribute on the properties which I want to be required. So let me first of all move this datetime event datetime. It's a read-only property. To move this one at the end. Okay, so I will start with the venue and mark and put a required validation attribute here. And I will do the same for our date. Time for event type. This is the first step. So we mark all these properties, the required properties. And now for the second step, we need to go to our view event form, the create view, and put a validation message box markup for each property there. So I will go there. You can manually go there, but currently I have dev express code rush. So create.cshtml. So here I will put okay. So first one is venue. So add html dot validation message for goes to, and I need similar thing for all of the other controls as well. So let me copy and paste and put it there. The second one is for date. The third one is for time. And the fourth one is for our event type. Okay. So this was the changes in our view, and now on third step we will go to our event controller and edit the following line. This is our post action method, which is actually responsible of creating the event from the view model and saving it to database. So in the start we need to check if model state, this which is a controller property dot is valid, and I will make this one not. If it is not valid, what we should do, return view. We will create a VM. So we are returning back to our view with the whatever view model was posted here. If it is not valid, if it is valid, then this will be skipped and we will be doing our normal as we were doing previously. So let me run this one and see. And first thing we will notice, actually let's go to the page. Let's see how it will work. So I will go to add event page, and okay, I need to log in. So I will not put anything here. So in order to see our validation works, and click the save button. Okay, the first thing we notice here that there was some format exceptions. String was not recognized as a valid date time. Okay, and let me just continue. Okay, so we have this problem here in our date time property. And if we see our controller, the method create, technically this error shouldn't happen because we have a check here in place. If model state is valid, then we are returning the view. We shouldn't reach on this point. So the reason behind that whenever this form is posted and ASP.NET uses a reflection to create a view model, and at that time it inspect and touch every property of this view model. So in order to avoid this one, we should change our date time to a method. So let me just make this quick change, and to make it a method call so that we don't need a get here at all, and instead we are using it, we are just returning datetime.pass. And so we change our property to a method event, and let me call this one get event datetime. This is our method. Now go to controller and change this one here, get event datetime. And build the project. Control Shift B, you can use this shortcut if you like. And let me go to our view and Control R to refresh, which will actually post the form as well. You can start from scratch or just refresh it. Confirm form submission, continue. Okay, maybe I did not realize that. Let me start it again, just to avoid this small thing. Anyway, so again, what we did here so far, we just put this check and we change the property event date time to a method called get event date time. That was our part of our server validation. Add an event, and if we now post it to our create method using empty form, so this time that first error is gone. Now the error happening here is argument null exception was handled by user code, and this is happening in our view. So if we go back again now, let me continue this one. Okay. Okay. So in event controller, when this view model is posted back to this create view, this drop down list, the model.event types is not properly populated. And remember, this is the similar thing we need to do here, what we did here in our create method. We populated this one ourselves. So it's also a simple change. Let me make it a if block and populate this one VM dot event types is equal to, and this is the same thing which we need to do here as well. And with these changes in place, I build the project. Okay, I don't know why this trick is not working every time I have to. Anyway, I was trying to avoid run the project. So we just populated here. So our not model state dot is valid. What we are doing, we are populating the event types property with the previous code what we had earlier. We initialize it and passing it to view model. So now click here, add an event. This form is empty. Click save button. See here, we got our nice validation messages here. For but these are coming via from our data annotations, and ideally these should be read, but we will talk about it and fix this one later. But for now, we just wanted it to have some sort of server-side validation. Okay, in the next video, we will talk about custom validations, and you will see that how easy and flexible those are. Thank you for watching this video, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.